You didn't need it. It wasn't on your list, but it was 40% off, and somehow that made it feel almost irresponsible not to buy it. Here's a number that should stop you. Shoppers are only 7.6% more likely to buy a normally priced item that's about to sell out, but at a 30% discount to that same selling out item, and buyers become 178% more likely to purchase. Same scarcity, same product. The discount alone multiplies the effect more than 20 times over. Today I'm breaking down exactly what a discount does inside your brain in the few seconds before you click buy. I'll explain why retailers spend billions engineering that exact reaction on purpose, and I'll show you the specific techniques that separate a genuinely smart deal from a psychological trap dressed up as one. Let's get into it. Here's the mechanism almost nobody explains clearly. Saving money doesn't just feel good, metaphorically. It triggers a real, measurable, chemical response. Research in behavioral economics has found that the act of saving money during a purchase releases dopamine and oxytocin. These are the same chemicals tied to pleasure and trust. One study measuring this directly found that coupon use increased oxytocin levels in consumers by 14%. That came alongside a measurable drop in stress. Here's the part that matters. Your brain isn't just responding to the product, it's responding to the feeling of winning, of getting one over on the price tag. That reward hits whether or not you actually needed the item in the first place. That is exactly why a discount can make an unnecessary purchase feel emotionally identical to a genuinely smart one. Now, this isn't a fringe effect that catches only a few impulsive shoppers. It's become the default mode of how most people shop. 70% of consumers admit a discount pushed them to buy something they hadn't originally planned on purchasing. 67% have made an impulse purchase based solely on a special deal, coupon, or discount offer. And a temporary price reduction is enough to get 80% of consumers to consider a brand or product they'd never have looked at otherwise. It's also reshaping how people time their purchases entirely. 62% of shoppers say they'll actually delay a purchase specifically until they get a discount on it. That means the full price has quietly stopped being the real price for a majority of shoppers. They're not waiting because they can't afford it. They're waiting because paying full price now feels like losing, even when the wait costs them nothing but time. Let me show you a specific finding that reveals just how easily this system can be gamed. This works even against shoppers who consider themselves savvy. Consumers will spend 73% more on a product framed as a bonus pack, meaning extra quantity for the same price, than on the identical value framed as a straightforward percentage discount. Same math, same savings, wildly different behavior. A bonus pack feels like abundance, while a discount feels like a decision. And abundance bypasses the part of your brain that would otherwise ask, do I actually need this much? Charm pricing works on a similar principle. Pricing something at $19.99 instead of $20 isn't really about the 1 cent. Research shows this single technique alone can boost sales by up to 60%. Your brain processes the leading digit first and fastest. It registers $19.99 as meaningfully closer to $19 than to $20, even though the actual difference is a single penny. Now here's the part that is genuinely new to 2026. It's the most precisely engineered version of this effect that has ever existed. AI-timed, personalized discount offers, served within 90 seconds of a person browsing a product, now convert at a 38% higher rate than a plain, static discount banner shown to everyone. The system isn't guessing what might tempt you. It's watching your specific behavior in real time, and it fires the offer at the exact moment your interest is highest and your resistance is lowest. The scale of this is enormous. 76% of online shoppers now report that a targeted discount has caused them to make at least one unplanned purchase in the past 30 days alone. That's up from 72% just the year before. This number is still climbing. And it's climbing specifically because the targeting keeps getting more accurate, not because people are becoming more impulsive. Here's the honest, slightly uncomfortable finding. Knowing about these tactics doesn't fully protect you from them. And that's not a personal failure. It's how the mechanism is designed to work. These triggers operate below the level of conscious decision-making. You can know intellectually that a countdown timer is a manufactured urgency tactic. And you can still feel a genuine flicker of urgency when you see one. That's because the response is emotional and automatic, not logical. This is exactly why frequent, aggressive discounting eventually backfires for the companies using it too aggressively. Research on discount fatigue shows something revealing. When shoppers learn a brand's discount pattern, they simply stop buying at full price altogether and wait it out. They train themselves into exactly the delayed purchase behavior we described earlier. The tactic works individually, purchase by purchase, but it erodes the brand's pricing power over time. That tells you something important. The fact that it works on you doesn't mean it's serving your actual interests, and it doesn't fully serve the retailer's long-term interests either. So here's how to actually use this information, not just know it. Before any discounted purchase, run it through 4 quick questions. First, would I buy this today at full price? If the honest answer is no, the discount isn't saving you money. It's the entire reason the purchase exists at all. Second, is the urgency real or manufactured? A countdown timer that resets the next time you visit the same page is a manufactured deadline, not a real one. Third, am I comparing this to the actual market price or just to the original listed price? Many 50% off tags are calculated against an inflated original price that few people ever actually paid. That makes the discount look larger than the real savings. Fourth, if this exact discount is still available next week, would I still want it? If yes, there's rarely a real cost to waiting. If the panic is specifically about the deal disappearing, that panic is very often the entire point of the campaign, not an accident of timing. A discount isn't inherently a trick. Plenty of them are genuinely good value on things you were already going to buy. But consider the chemistry behind why they work. The dopamine, the oxytocin, the manufactured urgency, and now the AI timing offers to your exact browsing behavior. All of it means the feeling of getting a deal and the reality of needing the item are two completely separate things. They just happen to arrive at the same moment. Once you can tell them apart, you keep the savings that are real, and you skip the ones that were never really about the price at all.